What's going on, everybody? It's your boy AntoDaBoss here. We're back again with another My Player against the New Jersey Nets. I know this seems a pretty easy game, but I am going to be guarding Darren Williams, so that should be a pretty tough one. And again, taking a look at our schedule, only a couple weeks left until the NBA playoffs.
Anticipation of their home team Lakers in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in the Meadowlands.
Pretty poor effort at both ends of the floor, guys. They got abused defensively, and at the offensive end, they just didn't have the firepower to make up for it.
And I'm not sure what the reason was behind that, Steve. I mean, they didn't show a whole lot of heart on the defensive end. They didn't show any tenacity. And to me, it's inexplicable.
Brought to you by State Farm. Let's now take a look at the Nets opening lineup. Outlaw and Humphries, they make up the forwards. Darren Williams and Anthony Morrow man the backcourt. And it's Lopez in at the center. And for the Lakers.
So what a crazy week it has been in the NBA. All the new signings. You know, you have Lamar Odom going to the Mavericks. And all the new trades that went down specifically today. You know, you had Chris Paul going into LA, not the Lakers, but the Clippers. So everything has been crazy. And this footage here of my player, I do have a career high in scoring. We'll get to that in a second, but I sort of want to talk about the Clippers. You know, 4 of their 5 projected starters, you got DeAndre Jordan, Caron Butler, Chris Paul, and obviously Blake Griffin. I mean, a lot of people are comparing them to the Los Angeles Lakers. Everyone is saying the team in LA is now the Clippers. I don't want to get into all that, but I don't know. Looking at the Clippers projected starters, it's going to be a fun NBA season. Finally, you know, I hate to see teams that struggle consecutive seasons. And finally, you know, the Clippers have a decent team. And sort of going back to the Christmas Day schedule, you know, the opener of the NBA, the Clippers were supposed to play the Golden State Warriors. That was the last game of Christmas. You know, it's gonna be a huge day because, you know, NBA is obviously coming back. So the Warriors and the Clippers are supposed to play on Christmas Day. It's the last game, 10:30. You know, people are probably gonna go to sleep, or they're gonna open up gifts that they haven't done so, and people pretty much are gonna turn off the game because, you know, Clippers and Warriors, I don't know if a lot of people are gonna watch that. But now that Chris Paul has landed in LA, you know, people are definitely going to watch that game. And, man, I'm loving it so far. NBA is back, and a lot of crazy stuff are happening. And, you know, this is one of those footages that all I wanted to do was pretty much shoot. You know, it was my 6th game of the day. And having played 6 games of my player gets a lot of you, you know. Especially if you have a lot of minutes into the quarter. I don't want to say you get bored of it, but you pretty much get tired of it, you know, when you're down 2 games, you know, when you play 2 games on my player in one day or in like 1 hour or so, you pretty much start to get tired of it. And this was my 6th game. I was like pretty much on the roll. So all I wanted to do was pretty much shoot and try to get a career high, and that's what I did here. So as you can see, 17 points and no assists whatsoever. And it is only the first quarter, 40 seconds remaining. And here you go, I just went ham on the point guard here because of Darren Williams finally decided to come out of the game. And it almost feels like he never wants to come out of the game. Whenever you're facing up against good point guards in my player, it seems like that guy is against you the entire match. He never wants to get substituted out. He never gets the Gatorade logo next to the name, so it gets pretty frustrating. But I didn't have any problem scoring whatsoever. So here you go. As you can see, defender falls for a pump fake, and I get that shot to go down. Third quarter now, 3 minutes remaining. I finally have an assist now. So 19 points and an assist. I give it to Badia right there. Badia gives it right back. What will I do here? Time ticking down. I take it inside once again, and Darren Williams couldn't even guard that. Darren Williams now backing up. So I decided to take it inside, pump fake, and I give it to JaVale McGee. So Kobe Bryant steals the ball now on a fast break now. And now finally the Black Mamba is getting involved in the game. And those are always good signs. So now only 10 seconds remaining. The Nets are only down by 4 points. What would they do here? And Darren Williams puts up a shot over me, and it doesn't go down. So that's pretty much it. That was the first half, and a huge scoring game so far by my player. So 2K Sports has finally, started working on the rosters. NBA lockout is obviously over. NBA is back, and it's going to be starting in a week. And 2K, I'm kind of surprised they're working on it right now because, obviously the whole rosters aren't really set yet. Teams just started making trades. Teams just started making signings. So I thought it was a little too early for 2K Sports to release an update. They obviously released 3 different updates. Updating, the first update obviously didn't have the rookies in it, so they fixed that. So they've been, working on the rosters, and I think that's a pretty good thing because, it gets people back interested with the game, because who wants to play a game that doesn't have, current rosters? And for those of you who are asking me, when will I be starting my player? Obviously I did make an announcement saying that I'm going to start my player all over again, because this my player has the old roster, and it's going to get pretty boring later on. So I want to start my player with the current rosters, and in my opinion, it's kind of too early to do that. It's kind of, what I mean by that is it's kind of too early to start my player, because the rosters, you never know what happens, and until I get the final roster update, that's when I'm going to be starting my player. And that's when pretty much everyone should, because you don't want to start my player and then have a big trade go down. So I'm still waiting on players like Dwight Howard to make their decisions. He might be staying with Orlando. God knows what's going to happen. But as long as I get the final roster patch update, that's when I'm going to be starting my player. And I still don't know what position I want to do yet. So if you guys want to help me out, leave a comment below and tell me. I'm sort of leaning towards shooting guard right now. I definitely know maybe I might do it, but I definitely know I'm not going to be doing point guard this year, because for the past 2 years I've been doing point guard, and I think it's time to switch it up a bit. So if you guys can help me and decide what position you guys want to see, definitely leave that in the comment section.
6 to shoot. From 6 feet, he squares up and sinks it.
44 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists so far, and with 1 minute remaining, things are getting out of hand for the New Jersey Nets. Now add more to my points, so 46 points now, and Darren Williams is in a shock, so he gives it to, his center right here, Brook Lopez, and he gets stuffed. So I'm on a fast break now. We are on a fast break. Crawford gives it right to me, and with the Gatorade sign next to my name, ooh, that shot doesn't go down. I thought it was going down for sure, but it doesn't. So 77-64 now, 8 seconds remaining, and I get that foul right there. And this game is pretty much over. And a dominant performance with only a couple games left in the season. We are in the last month before we start the NBA playoffs, so things are finally coming back to us. We had a big losing streak before, but now we're finally, working as a team and getting these small victories that helps out the team's chemistry. So as you can see here, that was a key game, and I do get 2,670 skill points.
None of the above, man. We just scratching the surface with me. By this time next season, you'll see me play a game like this and think something was wrong. If this is my ceiling right now, I fully expect it to be my floor before too long. It's only a matter of time.
Comment and tell me what you think about this video, and if you haven't done so, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe for more gameplay.